Hundreds of lakes worldwide claim the title of the largest lake of some kind, either by volume, surface area, or a plethora of other defining qualifiers and caveats. They're smaller than seas and larger than ponds. Lakes are areas filled with water surrounded by land and one or more rivers that feed and drain the lake. Lakes are not directly connected to any ocean. Unlike rivers, their water is also not flowing. While no universally accepted distinction between lakes and ponds exists, lakes generally are regarded as having water bodies of at least 10 hectares. In this video, we explore the largest lakes in the world. We've collected a list of the top largest lakes in the world, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Caspian Sea. Despite its misleading name, the Caspian Sea is an entirely landlocked lake, the world's largest lake or body of water. Located between the continents of Europe and Asia, this inland sea is bordered by Russia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and Turkmenistan. Interestingly, the lake is not fresh water, it is partially salty, albeit only a third as salty as seawater, because it once formed part of the ancient Paratethys Sea. Today, the sea is celebrated for its fantastic caviar and prominent oil industry. Number 2, Lake Superior. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, the third largest by volume, and the largest, deepest, and coldest of North America's Great Lakes. It is also Canada's largest lake, bordering the U.S. states of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Lake Superior, which means big sea water, is a prominent hotspot on the Great Lakes waterway, ferrying goods and materials across the water. However, as it measures more than 400 meters deep in some places and is prone to riptides, it is one of the most dangerous lakes to swim in on Earth. Number 3, Lake Victoria. One of the African Great Lakes, Lake Victoria is the largest freshwater lake in Africa, spreading across Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. It is also the largest tropical lake on Earth and the second largest freshwater lake by surface area, beaten only by Lake Superior. The main reservoir of the Nile River, Lake Victoria, is home to more than 200 different species of fish, including tilapia, which provide a livelihood for thousands of people who live on and near its shoreline. Named after Queen Victoria of England by John Hanningspeak, who first documented the lake in the 1850s. Number 4, Lake Huron. Connected to Lake Michigan by the Straits of Mackinac, Lake Huron is the fourth largest lake in the world. It is also the second largest by surface area and the third largest by volume of the 5 Great Lakes of North America. Stretching for over 3,800 miles, the coastline is the longest of all the Great Lakes and encompasses over 30,000 islands. Lake Huron is most infamous for its many shipwrecks. Thousands of battered ships lie wrecked off the coastlines here. Fathom 5 National Marine Park is home to 22 wreck sites alone. Number 5, Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan, which means great water, is one of North America's 5 Great Lakes. It is the second largest by volume and the third largest by surface area. Extending to a maximum depth of 280 meters, it is the only one of the Great Lakes to be found wholly within the borders of the United States, spreading across Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin from east to west. Swimming in Lake Michigan is risky for several reasons. Its shoreline is prone to dangerous rip currents, and the bottom is often uneven with holes and deep drop-offs, while few beaches have lifeguards. Number 6. Lake Tanganyika. Another one of the African Great Lakes, the aptly named Lake Tanganyika, which means the Great Lake spreading out like a plain, is the world's longest, second oldest and second deepest freshwater lake. It is also the second largest lake when measured by volume. Flowing between the four countries of Tanzania, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Zambia, Lake Tanganyika eventually flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Forming one of the Rift Valley lakes, swimming in the lake is not recommended as Nile crocodiles are known to lurk beneath the surface in some places. Number 7. Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal in Russia is the largest lake on Earth when measured by volume. Plunging over 1,632 meters deep, it is the deepest and the oldest lake in the world, with many arguing that it should be deemed a sea. This is backed up by the fact that it is one of the only lakes with enough oxygenated water to sustain life at its most profound depths. The lake is home to around 1,700 species of plant and animal species. A total of 27 islands can be found in Lake Baikal, the majority of which are uninhabited. It also has hundreds of streams and rivers flowing into it. Number 8. Great Bear Lake. Located in Canada's Northwest Territories on the Arctic Circle, the Great Bear Lake is the 8th largest lake on the planet. It is also the largest freshwater lake located entirely within the borders of Canada and the 4th largest in North America. Plunging over 440 meters at its deepest point, the lake is fringed by boreal forest and tundra and is known for its crystal clear water. While the lake is home to speckled trout and several other species of marine life, it has the fewest variety of fish species of all of Canada's Great Lakes. Number 9. Lake Malawi. Spreading across Tanzania, Malawi, and Mozambique along Africa's east coast, Lake Malawi, also known as Lake Nyasa, is the 3rd largest lake on the African continent. One of the African Great Lakes, sprawling Lake Malawi, has many claims to fame. It is the 4th largest lake on Earth by volume, the 9th largest by area, and the 2nd deepest lake in Africa. Not simply its sheer size that makes Lake Malawi unique, but also the life it sustains. Lake Malawi is home to more fish species than any other known lake, specifically hundreds of cichlid fish. At last in the list, number 10, Great Slave Lake. Great Slave Lake is the 2nd largest lake in Canada's Northwest Territories, overtaken only by Great Bear Lake. It is the deepest lake in North America, reaching a staggering depth of over 600 meters. Stretching nearly 300 miles long and over 100 miles wide, it is the 10th largest lake on Earth. Various towns sit on the edge of the lake. These include Yellowknife, Fort Resolution, and Hay River, to name a few. Due to its location south of the Arctic Circle, the lake freezes over in winter and maintains a temperature so cold that the residents can carve an ice road through it. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite largest lakes in the world? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.